Hey guys, welcome to this week's show. I know it's been a while since we last recorded, but it was the holidays and PPD everywhere, so we figure why there's no rush into making the show this week. And it's extra long; it's a double week essentially for our league. So with me here is Corey.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining me again, Corey.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's been 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it feels like a while, right? Do we remember how to do this? I don't know.
I don't remember how to win, that's for sure.
Change in program again this week, guys. We have not updated the predictions tracker. We've both been having busy weeks, so we will get it up and running. Everything's still tracked on who predicted what and when. But we just haven't updated the tracker, so we'll get that and Lynn up and running again there next week. I think that's the aim, at least. That's the aim. We'll see.
Holidays are done. I'll have some free time.
But give me a short show, I think. Unless we get rambling, which we do occasionally.
Some good hockey talk, man.
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about last week, or it would have been 2 weeks ago now. The last week results. What have we been? Week 10? Is it week 10?
Week 10, yep.
Week 10 results. All right, so might need some refreshers here, but why don't you tell me what happened? The champion here, Team Ramrod, defeats 7 on the ice, 8-5. What can you tell me?
No, good win for you. Stats, like every category you won, you were really close behind. So I don't think you had much of a chance. Good win for you, man. Goalie stats, you took it clean. Like, it is low numbers though, right? It's a weird week. This is when everything started going down. Like, you're like 64, 66 shots won you the week. Like, that's unheard of this season. So
it is.
It's really up in the air on who. Like, that's why I lost. You can't control this.
So I'm gonna touch base on right now before we. I'm sure would have came up to it eventually, but last week 10, week 11, even I think week 12 is gonna be a fucking shit show. I think there's a lot of room for upsets because you don't know who's playing. A lot of my guys came off of COVID, but I had like half my roster on COVID. I'm glad there were no games last week. I had no one available. But yeah, I think you're gonna see that with a lot of rosters over the next little bit. Hopefully that calms down a bit, and maybe they'll reschedule a bit in February when we have that month-long matchup. Maybe they'll adjust the schedule and throw an extra week or two in there. Like,
I think that would be better. It's gonna be weird though with all these makeup games, right?
Yeah, like where are they gonna fit in?
Exactly. Like, they do have the Olympics, right, which is gonna help, but it's good. Some people are gonna have a huge benefit, and some are gonna play against a guy who has like 5 games in the week for like 4 of his players, which is normally quite rare. So
it's gonna be interesting, and even managing stuff. Like, I picked up a goalie for tonight just because, like, I don't know if I'll get 3 starts otherwise. So I just doing what I can to try and work my way through these crazy weeks. Second matchup last week here I got canceled, defeating Hockey Balboa, so taking care of the Braden bye week with a 10-3 victory. What do you got here?
This was a pretty good matchup. Like, Derek needed the win. He was on a bad streak there for a bit, so good for him to get back in the wins. Bad for Braden, still trying to come out from under, so big loss to have, but no, good on Derek. His team actually showed up a little bit. Got a win.
Yeah, can't argue that. Cherry picking daddy defeating Doll Try the Beef 7-6. I think this is a big matchup. Even now, like, you can see they're standing 7th and 8th. It was a big matchup, big win for Kyle.
Yeah, like one point, right? Nice to see Kyle keep going. He's been doing really well. He had a slow start, but like Daltrey, 56 saves. So like he barely got his starts. Not good numbers. Either was Kyle too. Their goalies won. They had a lot of wins for the amount of saves they had, but Yeah, just a close one. Could have went either way, right?
Again, with that fucked up schedule that's been going on, you just don't know where you're getting your players from like those weeks, you know. Speaking of close matchups here, Captain Crunch keeping it rolling here, beating Baltimore Orioles 7-6. It's a big matchup.
This big matchup. Put Daltrey in his place. Can't play with the big dogs. I gotta say here, Travis, or not Daltrey, Travis. No, you know what? This is actually a pretty big head-to-head match. Like they both had very similar stats across the board. Daltrey's goalies did really well, which helping him, but his players couldn't keep it up. Story of Travis's life.
At one point, Travis was asking me, he's like, "Do I bench Hamilton? Like, can he help you?" He's like, "If he gets me some pims, it could help." He's like, "The plus minus, like, it's just gonna be bad." He got him some points, but they're all in the power play and fucked up his plus minus, and he ended up help the loss, the losing cause. He's still bitter. I should have benched him. I should have benched him.
When would that have been?
Like 2 weeks ago, right?
December 16th, 18th. Because yeah, his last 5 games, like 4 games, he's minus 10. So like there were games there that could have lost him that week.
Yeah.
That was the game. So jeez.
Well, happens, right? But the way I see it, you draft a guy, you're gonna trust him to do his job, right? Get off my grass. Defeat Saucier Pass 7-5. What happened here?
I got my butt kicked. It's funny. We're talking about all these post-bowl games. I was actually praying that one of it was like a Washington game. Can't remember who they were playing against, but he had 4 players playing in it, and he needed like 1 block to tie me, 2 to take the lead, and I was just like, come on, COVID hit it, please. Somebody hit it with COVID so I get this win. Like I needed it. Nope. But yeah, barely scraped by. I had to like pick up 2 goalies just to get starts. It was a rough one, but Dan was the same spot. His players outplayed. That's all.
I think everyone's gonna be in that spot for the next probably 3 weeks or so, right? Like it's just once someone gets on that list, it's what 14 days they're on it, 10 days they're on it. Yeah. Like they're gone for that week for sure. Pat, you ready to rumble? Takes the loss 7-4 against the whole shaft. What happened here?
I think it's what we expected. It was a close week though. Their stats are really close. Just it's up in the air, right? Like, yeah, the numbers are they look so bad to me when I'm looking at the numbers because I'm comparing it to a normal week. Just Nick got the win. That was a big win for Nick. He was on a little bit of a slide.
Yeah, he picked up a big win. Jumped them back up into the standings, so that's good. Good for him.
Speaking of sliding, though.
Oh, please don't feed the goalie. Defeats Suck My Ojik 10-3. What happened here?
Neil just getting what he got. Getting fed from the goalie.
Shesterkin injured. Rask not even signed.
I know. His team's pretty healthy right now. Besides, Shesterkin's back, but
he had a week off, right? So it helps. Yeah. A bright spot for him too is Rask is beginning to skate. So.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I saw he was getting shots against.
They're sending him down to Providence for some games.
Neil, I'm looking at his roster to see how healthy he was. He didn't set his lineup today. What's going on, Neil? Amateur hour here. This is why you're losing, buddy.
Rookie GM.
Fight is coming from.
He thought, being at the top of the division, isn't that luxurious? I want to fight for my playoff spot.
It wasn't familiar. It was unfamiliar land. He didn't like it. Too much pressure.
I don't like all this pressure at the top. Let me slide down here. Last matchup last week. The Charlie Browns defeating Clef Bombed 12-2. What do you think of that?
Compared to everyone else, Kyle actually had a decent week. Like he could have beat people. But yeah, Sean's team played well. 13 goals. A lot of goals. His team's finally showing up there. His goalies played well, which he's been lacking the last few weeks. So, but nice win. No surprise.
Let's go over here to our standings. Let's review that here. Oh. What we got here? You want to tell me about Division 1?
Oh, Captain Crunch still sitting 9-1. The sole loss. Can beat his division. Is that everyone in his division now? 7 teams? Yeah, he's a clean sweep of Division 1.
There's only one team that's defeated him. It's the same team that took him down in the finals last year.
Yeah. Number 2 in the league now, though, you. But you know what? It's this division is slowly, like they had Dan, who's 7-3 now, still doing well, but sold off. Nail is sliding pretty quick, and then it's anybody's game. Like
even Tyler is sliding in there, just out of a playoff spot. Like, and he's had injuries all year long. Like, he believed though. He believed.
Now everybody has that many injuries. He stands a chance.
Like 10 points to be in the playoffs right now. The lowest team in the league has 6.
3-way tie. Me and Travis and Braden.
But that's not that much. Especially with these crapshoot weeks coming up.
Yep. You need to get lucky though.
January will be a good month, right? Because February will be the trade deadline will be in February at some point. And I think everyone has 4 weeks here to really like climb back in or decide, hey, I'm too far.
Yeah.
So some matchups. Sorry?
And it's true though. Like I said in the chat, I commented, but I'm gonna start selling off. But like I'm only 4 points out. Like so much 2 weeks, that's it. And you could be, I mean, you need a lot of teams to lose because there's that many teams fighting for that last spot. 10 teams fighting for with 10 points or less. Like that's tough, but
that's great in a way.
Yeah, because it makes for a fun challenge, right?
Anyone can win, and those points can spread out to anyone. Like you're not just watching your matchup, you're watching other matchups. That's some fun hockey
when they're playing. Yeah.
Let's talk about Division 2 there quickly.
Now you're leading the way, 7-2-1. Sean slowly climbing back up here. Nick pushing his way behind you, but then same thing, right? Daltrey. That was a big loss. If he had that win, that was a big jump for him for 2 points. If he was up to 12, right?
Yeah.
Big separation there. And he would have, he's tied with Kyle. So he would have been 3-point lead for like 7th place because Kyle would have been at 8 points as well. That would have been tighter of a race. Yeah. It's not much to say right now.
The whole league is really tight.
Yeah. So minus a few teams up above, but even like Dan, 3rd place, he's 4 points falling out of a spot. So it's the same way the other way, right?
Yeah, even like Captain Crunch, realistically, he's not falling anywhere, but he's only 8 points up on 8th, right? Goes on a little streak, like things could change.
Yeah, a couple bad COVID weeks.
Yeah.
9-3.
Like right now is not a good time for anyone.
Some people are going to get lucky, though.
Yeah, some people are going to get those upsets coming up in the next couple of weeks here. So let's talk about some transactions. There's only 3 trades that have went through. I know probably a lot of talk has stopped because, it's the holiday time. And with all the PBD, it kind of takes you out of it for a bit, right?
Yep.
So only 3 trades to review. Let's talk about this first one here. Clefbaum. Looks like he traded Rodriguez, who went on the IR afterwards, and a 15th for Taylor Hall and a 13th to 7 on the ice. What do you think of this?
Good on Kyle. I don't really know what Mark's going for here. Rodriguez is just a free agent pickup for me not too long ago, and he hasn't been doing crazy well. But
those Pittsburgh fan eyes.
Yeah, a little biased over there.
Yeah. Oh, I need Rodriguez. He'll complete
Playing
my
beside
fourth line.
Crosby. Yeah. No, that's good on Kyle. Don't think it's much of an upgrade for Mark though.
Again, though, continuously cycling those waiver wire pickups. Good move. I think I would agree. Good move for Kyle. Get a pickup or 2-round pickup grade for a guy that Mark probably could have for free next week. But
Realistically, good.
yeah. This one, I think this one had more to do with he needed the games at the time. But Daltrey traded Gaudreau to Travis for Coleman.
Yeah, I was surprised to see this one. Gaudreau's name's been traded a few times this year. Coleman hasn't done much points wise. He's just been a little bit grittier.
I think they're the same player essentially. These guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. That's true. And if he needed the games, I mean, it clearly didn't work for him. He still got the loss, but no, he didn't have
better
to.
than it's
Yeah,
better
he
to
didn't have
give
to
up
pay
the
too
fight.
much for him. Yep.
This one, whoo. No, right when I saw this one come through, I messaged Nick and I said, "Congratulations, that was a good move." So the whole shaft receives Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, while Captain Crunch receives Andrew Copp. What do you think of this one?
No pick, straight up.
Straight up, no
I
pick.
feel like go back to last season, you'd see both these names on the free agency list. So it's funny to see the value change in Nugent Hopkins, and he didn't get traded. But he's been doing real well, as you know, Copp. I feel like he traded Nugent Hopkins away, but like, is he out for long term? I'm not aware.
No, I don't think so.
Related?
No, I don't think it's long term though. But to me, like Nugent Hopkins he puts up all those power play points. I understand why Nick did that. Like obviously he lines up with Draisaitl sometimes, right? So
and long term, he got the better player in my opinion.
Yeah.
At the time, it seems like there's some value in the fact that Hopkins was hurt, so he's taking that on, right? But I don't think it panned out for anything with all these postponed. But I think Nick came away with that one.
I think by end of the year you will see that. Hey, yes, Nick ran away with this one. It just always makes you wonder what Domo's thought process is on these deals, right? Like I don't know. I just never understand his logic. But I hear JT's available.
Well, he was shopping JT around immediately after trading for him. So I don't know if he regretted trading him or something.
I think, again, he goes to him. I think he just cycles his players. Okay, I don't need this guy right now.
He has a decent amount of picks, too. Like, he's just like, I'll keep trading these players.
It only helps you to a certain point. At one point, you can't cycle anymore. And
he's 9-1, so teach me your ways, Domo. Come on the show.
How about you ask me to teach you how to defeat him? I'd love to have him on the show. It'd be an interesting guest, right? Like, he's never been. All right, let's talk about this week. Last week / this week. Again, I'm going to say that it's going to be a crap show because who the fuck knows who's playing this week? But I'll get your mine and your opinion on this. Let's start off with the champion here, Team Ramrod, taking on Get Off My Grass. Second and third.
The good thing for me is like I'm coming in this. I haven't looked at anyone's stats. I've been so busy with work and holidays. It's like I know it's a week. This week's been going on for 9 days, and I really don't even know how. Like Dan could have no goalie starts. That's why you're winning 9-4.
He doesn't.
Really?
That's none. I got my first one tonight. It was 4-3 going into tonight.
Yeah, I know you're in full buy mode. You're still looking to improve your team. Dan's in full sell mode, so I think it's an easy one. Sorry, I got to go against you, Dan, but stop trading your good players to me.
I'm going to agree with you that Team Ramrod is going to get the victory here. I looked at my schedule and I should be safe to get my 3 starts now with the pickup I made today just to get a start. I don't know what the quality of those starts will be like, but I should get my 3 starts. I don't know if I can say the same about Dan's team. So
Yeah, with these long breaks, right? He has a few backup goalies. They're not going to get the first starts coming out of a 2-week break. They're going to be
No.
fully refreshed, hopefully.
And his one goalie who probably would have started is on the COVID list. So, Jake Allen.
No, yep.
So he didn't get the start because he's on the COVID list. And that's what I mean. Like the COVID list is just, it's like a wild card week this week. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to go in picking a lot of underdogs. Like
it's the
just
week
because it's the time.
Yep.
A lot of big matchups this week, though. This one, not so much. But, again, playoff implications. So I got canceled versus Saucier Pass. Who you got here?
10th place going against 15th. Gonna take myself. I got faith in my team. I just need to get the man games in, I guess. So 10-1 is not a good reflection of how close that actually is this week.
You probably don't have any goalie starts.
Me, no. Exactly. I was hoping.
So we get the 5 there. I'm gonna also say you, honestly. I think I think one, you're gonna be a little more focused than Derek has been. Again, not fault to him. I know he just had a baby. Life takes precedent, right? Yep. But I know you're a little more involved. And I think you're just going to be aware of when your guys go out and you need to pull someone off the waiver wire. So I'm going to give you the edge there. This is a big matchup. Cherry Pickin' Daddy versus the Baltimore Orioles. Kyle versus Travis. Ooh, what do you think here?
I'm going to go with Travis on this one. I want Kyle to lose only for the fact that I'm chasing him. And I don't want anybody else to win, but Travis is tied with me in points. But I think he has a better team too. Kyle's team's been doing well, but Travis is there. Look, right now it just went up a point, 5-1 now. They heard me.
I'm torn in this one. I really wanted to pick Travis. I really do. And then he tells me the other day, he's like, "Oh, Stone and Pacioretty are hurt again." Like, I don't know if they're injured or if it's COVID, but how do you vote for him knowing like his 2 best guys are out again? Like, I don't even know if it's long term. I feel like Kyle has the better goaltending. But again, COVID's running rampant. Let's go. I'm going with Travis. He hasn't steered me wrong lately, so I'm gonna go with him. Battle of the Beefs. Captain Crunch and Daltry the Beef. Who do you have here?
Gotta go with Big Daltrey. I have nothing to say. I'm going with Big Daltrey.
No real reason, just teach me how to do it.
No. I think Daltrey's going to lose. That's all. Little Daltrey.
You're right. Daltrey is going to lose.
Yeah.
Unless there's a tie.
That's my prediction. Daltrey will lose.
I'm going to have to say Captain Crunch. And again, it's nothing against Daltrey's team. I know for a fact Colorado, which is a big part of Daltrey's team, McKinnon, is off until like Saturday. So I think that's going to hurt him a lot. Although a lot of Captain Crunch's big grinders have been on the COVID list too. So, but I'll give the edge to the guy who's 9-1 this week.
I say he deserves the respect.
Here's an interesting matchup, and not for the reason the others are interesting. This one, like Braden versus Mark. Ooh, where do you stand here?
I'm going with Braden on this one. I feel he has a better team. Mark, I don't know what you're doing. Rodriguez isn't going to help you this week. Braden's been pushing hard, and I think he's going to bounce back this week and get a win. And sorry, Mark.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Braden's going to win this week. I don't know why. I was just feeling that maybe because I just saw what Mark brings to the table last week, and it wasn't impressive.
Well, Braden's been doing well lately, though, right? Because he was like 0-4 to start. on
Yeah,
5.
I don't even look at that 16th because like
Yeah, it's
it
same with
doesn't
Travis.
matter, right?
Yep.
Like he's just, I think his team is on the rise a lot more than Mark's at least. So yeah. Whoa, that was weird.
Ooh.
You see that all switch
Yeah.
all? All right, Pat, you ready to rumble versus Clef Bomb. Who you got?
Gotta go. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one. Who do you got in this one? Here's your side first.
Honestly, I would normally say Nick, but he's just been selling. Like he's been selling. He sold like one of his Dallas guys last week. But I think,
These are the 2 committed sellers.
yeah. But I think Markstrom's better than anything on Patch's team right now. So I'm gonna give the edge to Kyle.
Yeah, I do feel that. Yeah, I feel the goalie situation is better for Kyle. Calgary's all healthy now.
Yeah. After
That's
having like 30 people in COVID.
The last guy, Vladar, who Kyle has as well, just came off. So, you know, having 2 duos for Kyle is going to be big coming into these games where you're going to start seeing a ton of back-to-back because they're trying to fill in the schedules, right? So it's going to do well. Yeah, you know what? I agree. I'll go with Kyle for this one. I think the goalie situation is better.
All right, now I'm interested to hear your take on this one. The Charlie Browns, who've been on a little slide, versus Please Don't Feed the Goalie. Who do you got?
Oh, Tyler coming off a win last week. But Sean, you know what? This is one of those that I really don't see many people taking Tyler. And yeah, no, I'm not going to do it either. I'm going to go with you, Sean.
Honestly, I think I'm taking Tyler. I think these are the weeks where upsets are gonna happen. And it's because of COVID. I'm not saying it's because Tyler's team is just way better than Charlie Brown's. Like, no, I think right now is the time to strike. And Tyler hasn't been doing anything different. He's just going with his lineup, whatever he has. I think he might surprise Sean this week.
Interesting to see.
Yeah.
First one we disagree on? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Oh, here we go. Suck My Ojik versus the Whole Shaft. Who you got?
This is a big game.
So I'm saying a lot of big matchups this week.
Yeah, a few. And it's funny compared to the week before was all the playoff teams versus non-playoffs team.
Yeah. We're doing the opposite now.
Yeah, I gotta go with Nick. There's no real reason. Like I actually like Neil's team. I just got to feel him.
Yeah, I go with Nick as well. I just think his offense is better than Neil's, and it definitely helped that point came back tonight for Nick. And he hit goals.
He had 2 goals, like you said.
Yeah,
I saw you had the one nice one.
He got back-to-back goals there. Boom, boom.
Yeah, but yeah, they come out of injury reserve flying.
That's it. I just think Nick's offense is not that Neil's is bad. I just think Nick's is better.
This one can go either way.
And the goalies are just going to be a wash, I feel. So
yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Again, guys, short show this week, but you know, it's the holidays and we want to rest a bit. So
yeah.
But again, happy holidays to everyone. Hope everyone stayed safe during the holidays and ready to get back into some fantasy hockey this week.
Because the trades picked up. We're hitting some season lows here.
That's all right. You're right. They are. So let's talk later. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Corey, thanks for joining us this week.
Thanks, Ron.
Good luck, everyone. Not you, though, Dan. Not you.
and probably wants the loss. So
Yeah, probably. All right, guys, have a good week.
have a good night.